What is going on over there?
They're going nuts.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
All right.
We'll see Gardner Minshew and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Here's the Jaguars offense for the first time with Gardner Minshew, the Washington State product, leading the way.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. You see Thompson's numbers from a week ago. He was creeping up toward 200 yards, thought he was going to get there, didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
From the 27th, Minshew. He's got it complete to Thompson. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24,
all right.
they could be in some trouble.
But I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing down. It's one of the few things defenses try. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Tennessee offense set to go to work for the first time, and at QB, the man signed to a big 4-year deal back in March. That's Ryan Tannehill.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny when we talked to him. All he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
And no, incomplete. Well, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But it's second down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Nice. Nice defense. There we go.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have.
There we go.
By the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun is Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And there's a freaking flag.
Intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Oh, of course.
So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And the Titans first down.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Minshew.
Oh, why did you do that?
And it falls down incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
First down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A gain of 7, and the Titans first down.
On first down, it's Henry. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Come on, defense.
Past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
On second down, here's Henry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is stopping your linebackers set the edge.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense an unexpected 4th down here.
Jacksonville scored Titans 3, Jaguars nothing.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And what we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Thompson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Minshew to throw.
Come on.
Incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. We had a game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And he finds Corey Davis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Henry, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Now it's 2nd and 9. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3. Jaguars nothing.
Carry now for Derrick Henry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And here comes Westbrook. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here again comes Gardner Minshew. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 18-yard line.
Here's Minshew. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Minshew sets to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. And his throw's going to be incomplete. incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Thompson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. The carry, Thompson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. They put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Titans on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Boy, chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thompson. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for
a throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
This is Thompson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And Eifert has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to...
Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their 2nd pick on 2 drives.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Joe, you there?
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill.
That's the game, Joe.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. And it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try to chip away at his timing.
He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's 3rd down. Tannehill throwing again. And now another one thrown incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Joe, you there?
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And my goodness, another interception. Christian Fulton, the rookie, picks it. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And the lead will grow by 1 more. So we reach halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Josh Lambo, the kickoff for Jacksonville.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And that is incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. Here's Brett Kern now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the front. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Now Minshew out to his left. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Tannehill now to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Tannehill. And that will be incomplete as well.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
46-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will push this lead up to 20 now.
Jaguars 3.
So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titan defense getting set now, coming back onto the field. Forced the fumble last time, up on the scoreboard, things going their way.
Things are rocking easy now, and they feel good about themselves, confident, taking the ball away in the last possession. They're going to try and do it again.
So let me ask you, can you be playing free and that can be good, or it can also become bad, right?
I like the way you put it. You're exactly right. It can work both ways. Sometimes you get too loose and give up big plays and not handle your responsibilities. But oftentimes when you're playing free and easy and locked in, as they are today, you see the end result. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Minshew. And his throw is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Westbrook, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards.
They run with Thompson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They'll try and throw for it here. Now this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
Now at 1st down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now Tannehill. The open man is Smith. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards. It's a jet sweep. Here's Davis.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st.
What?
Oh, finally! Fuck's sake!
What?
This is Henry. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll
No, I don't.
about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without
Yeah,
so far,
I know.
He's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd.
Oh, when you do something wrong, he gets a fucking mic, right? Right.
And there goes that.
Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
That shouldn't have been a fumble, to be honest.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
Well, at least we got some little bit of yardage from that one, from the return pass.
And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take
Yes,
a look at
I
the
know.
playoff race in the AFC. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
What the?
decision to go
What
for it on 4th down,
was that?
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over.
Is that a first? Oh, that's a
And this will
first.
be a Jaguars
Thank
1st
you.
down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
See, I'm trying to get my running game going.
Neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And they're gonna
That should have been a
at
face
the line of
mask.
scrimmage.
The
Just no
fucking.
cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville.
Should have been.
Out of the gun is Minshew.
And there goes that.
Another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll start with a give to Henry. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Henry. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 30. Boy, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. On 1st down, Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He was taken down by Cassius Marsh.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Evans.
And he got it in.
Touchdown, Tennessee. Darrington Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now in Jacksonville. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
Any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, Minshew to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, a magic number. There's 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And now that last play, they actually went reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have struck.
And that's a first.
They'll take anything positive at this point. And the Jaguars are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. They'll run with Thompson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for second and goal. Minshew sets to throw. He's got it complete to Thompson.
Come on.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Here's Minshew. Boy,
thank you.
Touchdown.
Finally.
Keelan Cole, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And the lead
On the freaking board.
to 27. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see his back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. The last run got a couple. Here's second and...
Wait, what? Kick. Oh, don't tell me. Did it go to the blue screen? What? What the heck?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. They'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because
damn.
he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
2nd and 11.
Now it's Henry.
And it was holding.
Big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold?
Holding on them. Thank you.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Henry. Space to maneuver at the 40.
What, Joe?
And into the end zone for a touchdown.
I don't know, and guess what? Titan just got another touchdown.
Henry, 74 yards.
Defense is all over the freaking place today, man.
Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man
Basically.
that could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there.
And they've had little to no success stopping him on the ground all game long because that's his 3rd touchdown of the game. And by far, the best touchdown of the bunch. They came in this game knowing that they needed to rely on him.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping the Jets beat the Seahawks. Okay.
And he's been sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final.
I already know that's
there
not going to
on next-gen
happen.
Stats. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll
What?
throw from the gun to the left side here for Eifert.
Hey,
He's gonna get a solid
what'd you
gain
get?
before being brought down, 2nd and right at a
Snoopy,
yard.
what is that?
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
And there goes
Another
that.
interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys will take over.
That's pretty good.
At the 30-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this
That
type
ain't
of
bad.
lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come into the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty
Yeah,
up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that.
Come on, Jets. You guys need to beat the Seahawks for me.
They'll keep it on
That's
the
probably,
ground.
that's probably not going to happen,
He's
though.
able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Oh, Jets could beat the Seahawks.
But only 2 yards to shoot
What?
for it. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a
What are you
busy
playing?
man thus far. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they're sitting pretty
What are you
down as
playing?
the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more
I'm
points, and
playing
that
the
widens this thing
20.
out even further here in the 4th.
And you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
24-yard line.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Being chased out left.
Now Minshew has it.
And are you freaking kidding me?
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford.
Someone's here. Ashley joined.
Okay, who's sucking it?
Make any kind of mistakes, but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't
Yeah,
it?
well, it
Tearing
sounds
down
like
this
someone's
big in the
sucking
fourth
man's
quarter.
dick.
An afternoon to forget, absolutely. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it.
That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee.
A.J. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Okay.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Luton going to pass it out of the shotgun.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Now this offense led by D.D. Westbrook trotting back onto the field. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation. The catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
He wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know Give me the ball. I'm going to make a play.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throw left side complete. It's Thompson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't about.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The former #1 overall pick, Jaguars, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. A 1st down carry for Henry. And down inside the 15 he goes. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The 7-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.